This video is going to be about ATWA, or Charles Manson's philosophy of conservation, which stands for air, trees, water, and animals. What makes ATWA important? A lot of people don't understand the role played in what is now called environmentalism by people like Charles Manson and a woman named Savitra Devi. Both are basically very formative in a lot of these concepts that were later adopted by the left. But I assure you that both conservation or ecology and veganism, vegetarianism, these things were not they were not liberal to begin with. ATWA is a very conservative stance that asserts man's connection or humanity's connection to nature, whereas environmentalism is the opposite. Environmentalism sees humanity as some sort of plague upon the face of the earth, and this is not an accurate view. One of the problems with environmentalism is the way it separates man from nature and has caused things like abortion to be seen as a means of population control. Instead of looking at how man can live in harmony with nature, what environmentalism, as per, say, an Al Gore does, is it tries to eliminate man in order to reduce man's so-called carbon footprint. Now, why is this interesting? Well, Charles Manson touched on these topics such as global warming. Now, I want to make this clear. I do not believe in global warming. I have not believed in global warming since I've been a child and since I've realized, my state is not underwater like it was promised when I was in first grade. By the year 2000, it's now 2018. So the problem with environmentalism as per liberalism is it sees man as a plague upon the face of the earth. ATWA sees man as another animal, and asserts man's need to live in a harmonious balance with nature. Now, what you need to also understand is, although Charles Manson was a Luddite and believed in primitivism, technology is opening the door for ways for humanity to live more in harmony with nature through things like, alternative energy sources, earth ships. An earth ship is a sustainable building made of recycled materials that's completely self-sustaining. It's its own little ecosystem. And these technologies are becoming more and more available and more easy to produce as technology advances on its own. So the concepts of ATWA are more achievable in this day and age than they were in, say, the 1960s. So you will see us transitioning into a stage of high technology in which humanity lives in harmony with nature, hopefully. Of course, there is the problem of capitalist greed and capitalist globalism, which basically suppresses these concepts because you can't make money. You can't make money if everybody has everything they need, food, water, shelter, etc., and they don't need to buy anything. Well, then the whole house of cards comes down and the economy is seen for basically the illusion that it is. And this is how it transitions into Manson's concept of the money mind. And the thing is, money has no inherent worth. It's just being used to keep people, it's basically money is used to motivate the poor and to punish the middle class and the rich. The super rich, the ones that make the money, the ones that own the money, I should say, they don't need to make the money. For them, money is a tool to have power over those that need the money to live. And if you don't need money to live, then the power goes back to the people.